Bonjour, Bawuni, Ni Hao, Jing Zhao, Assalamu Alaikum, Nege Death. Let me say hello. My name is Kaya. Welcome to Yeah, I Said It. And today I am here with another amazing wisdom ism. I just made that word up. Wisdom ism. God just told me to say that. You know, the Most High has a sense of humor as well, goofy as well. So yeah. So that was that was God's humor. But anyway, moving along. I'm here to discuss, you know, how I almost had a stroke or a nervous breakdown. I don't know, but by the time I finish describing it, maybe somebody can post in the comment section what that may have been. But I know it was one of or the other. And, you know, it doesn't matter what age you are, you know, because I was traumatized for years, you know, growing up, being a child, you know, and it was consistent. And it wasn't any breaks. Well, I'm lying. It was very short, short, short breaks in between the traumas. Okay, so grab your drinks, grab your slippers, your boo, your weed, whatever you need to be you to relax while watching my video. Go ahead and do that, and I'll meet you back here. I am back, and I pray that you are as well. So let's jump into it because you know my videos be a little long. So I don't know honestly how long we're going to be here, but I'm gonna try to make it as fast as possible. Now, let me take you back a little bit, introduce you to the content, okay? The situation. So, my mother grew up being acquaintances with a young lady, and um, she helped my mom out a lot, you know, because my mother used to be a prostitute, and she murdered my great grandmother's boyfriend. Yeah, so I don't know what happened with that. All I know is they went everybody had to go to jail when they let her out. So I don't know. But yeah, you know, so she ended up being a Christian, getting her life right, and she became a hypocrite, you know, like one of those holier than thou's, always worrying about money kind of Christians, judgmental kind of Christians. That's what my mother was. You know, I gotta be drunk as hell for y'all to ever hear me say grandmother. I don't even know the lady. I remember having an encounter with her as a teenager. No, I was grown by then. Yeah, I was grown. I was in my 20s. And then I asked her for ice cream and just to see what she was gonna say. God said, "Ask her for some ice cream, and that will let you know how she feel about you." You know what I'm saying? Because I couldn't understand why, you know, at a certain age we just stopped being around her. Like once her and my mother fell out, that was it, and we couldn't go over there, or maybe we wasn't wanted over there, or maybe my mother didn't trust her. You know, I don't know. I didn't ask. My mother's very secretive, and she felt like it's none of our business, which is pathetic. Like I said, my mother's sick, y'all. You gotta understand the bitch got mental problems. You feel me? You know what the fuck we're gonna pass on our fucking children? You know, I find it important because a person can understand why they feel the way they feel. Remember in the previous couple of previous videos I mentioned how I was telling my mother how I started feeling when this when these fake weeds came out. because I don't want them to take my video down. So you know what that means. So when that started in what 2020, when that nonsense started, I started getting mad at these crackers. Despite me being mixed, I'm like, fuck that. I don't look like a cracker. I don't give a damn. Shit, fuck them. And that side of the family ain't did shit for me anyway, but give us discounts on our goddamn caskets and shit. But they own funeral home. So fuck it, I don't give a fuck. So, I did mention how I share with my mother how I started feeling about these people. Like, man, they gotta go. Like, and then I found out who I was related to, far as Nat Turner, you know, and that's when my mom said, what had happened. Well, she didn't say what was happening in so many words. Basically, that means she gave me the name and I had to look it up. That's how I go with her. She speak in riddles and sometimes she speak direct. So, but my mother is very wise. I will say it. Very, very wise, especially when it comes to these streets, moving in these streets back in her day, you know. So that's where she met her friend. So of course they had children, the two, my mom, homie, and they raised us together. So we called ourselves cousins. So I grew up with them. Now, mind you, the mother worked for the feds. And mind you, it was so funny, yo. My mama fucking a low key fucking getting money ass drug dealer, right? I say big time. She just was on the low. You get them big time drug dealers that's making that big money, but they just I wouldn't say she was big, big, big like that, but we ain't need for nothing. You know what I'm saying? And that was just that. And she was able to bliss other people and help other people. So that's why I said that. And I was a child. So she didn't like really have money around us like that. Only time she had money was one time I found like 5 stacks or like 10 stacks or something like that. We was playing hot bread and butter and I found that shit. And mind you, she didn't even know where she put it. So she thanked me for that shit. But she forgot she had that money. So that was kind of crazy. That's how much money she was having sitting around and stuff. And you know, they used to buy each other big gifts. That's how I know how to, treat my friends, by watching my mother. Her and her homies, they used to buy each other washers and dryers and screen TVs, and they used to buy each other big shit, lending each other, a nice amount of money. They did their little thing. Ask me, they probably was fucking. 'Cause, I end up doing a threesome with her daughter, but that was just to humiliate her. That's another story, y'all. That was when I spoke, this the same girl I spoke about that I mentioned something about being bisexual back then, and I didn't even get to put all my clothes off the porch and move it in her house. And she told me I wasn't welcome in the home. Now, bitch, we grew up together. We was best fucking friends. Like, are you fucking? She was my best friend, but I wasn't her best friend. You know how that go, y'all. But it's okay because it's cool. So this was around the time where I started just hanging with people that was more like family or family versus the people in the street because I always had to fight them. They were always like jealous and shit like that. So, I just said, fuck it, I might as well just be with family. It's not gonna happen like that, and it ended up being stressful. Her mother worked for the feds and my mom selling drugs. That was a fucking combination. You feel me? But see, if my mom was to get indicted, she was able to let my mom know if it came to that. You feel me? So I'm just saying. All I know is my mom told us don't be running our mouth. And when that cop came to me asking me questions, I told him I'm a child. Why is you asking me questions? Go talk to my mom. I ain't no rapper or nothing, but I got videos up in here with some rap, and I mentioned that in one of the raps, and that was a real realistic shit. But it was so funny, So uh, let me see who this. Hi, Grand Rising, and so the daughter ended up working for the feds. So I'm a drug dealer now, and her daughter working for the feds, but she wasn't giving us no heads up or nothing like that. But if my name came in the system, she would have let me know in person. She would have told me on the phone. So I was like, fuck it. I was the type of drug dealer that liked to be cool with cops, so that you know what I'm saying. I wouldn't really have no problems. And mind you, I wasn't out here sucking and fucking these cops. I didn't have to do that, and I didn't have to pay them. You feel me? But I also wasn't doing shit boldly in their face either. Like let's be real here. I wasn't messy like that. You know. And let me state here, it's not good to sell drugs, and I don't condone it. And I no longer sell drugs. I haven't sold drugs in years. So I ain't trying to hear it. So anyway, so the daughter, me and her became cool. We did everything, well enough together. We used to hang with we used to date uh drug dealers on the corner, and they were homies, and we always hung together. So that's why to this day I don't fuck if I got a homie, a home girl. From time to time I run into some okay girls, and then all of a sudden they play themselves, and me, I roll out. Real rap. I ain't got no time. I don't be needing motherfuckers for their money because I know how to get my hands on my own fucking money. So I rolls the fuck out. I don't be needing motherfuckers like that. And if I do need them, 9 out of 10 I pay their ass. So what the fuck? But anyway, you know, she would get outside more than I would because I would always be on punishment and stuff like that. So my mom didn't fuck around. Once she knew that I was liking them boys, I wasn't even really allowed to go off the block. Like I would have to beg her to go some fucking where. Like it was crazy. So um the mother like daughter, they think they the type of people that think they know everything. They think they know every fucking thing. And they be wrong. They don't even be right most of the time. They be mostly wrong. You know how you meet them people where yeah, they right here and there, but most of the time they're fucking wrong. They were that type. Always assuming shit, always like that schizophrenic mindset, always thinking somebody out to get them and not accurate. At least my shit be accurate. Yeah, because a lot of people like, oh, you just schizophrenic. No, bitch. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I see the shit before you see it. Don't play with the fuck with me. And I done tested my shit out, and I still test my gift out to this day because it changes and it increases. And I got to do a video about that too. How yo, it was crazy how I read this girl in the store yesterday. But anyway, let me keep going. So the mother and the daughter, they will always think they know everything, always try to tell you what to do, but don't practice what they preach. You know what I'm saying? None of that. So, I'm the type of person I was growing up, I was real rebellious because I was forced to be a leader. Because when my mother kidnapped us from my father, you know, I had to take care of them. Oh, I don't like this shit. Crackers walking up and down the street. Yo, I don't be liking that shit. Where the fuck is y'all coming from? I make them feel real uncomfortable. Like, don't get comfortable walking the fucking. They lucky I ain't sitting outside. Anyway, I know I need to stop. Pray for me. I'm working on it. Until they start getting the other ones off our ass, I'm mad at all of them. I don't give a damn. But I wouldn't just boldly disrespect them. But anyway, moving along. So, well, yes, I would. I'm lying. See, I can't even lie right. Shit. But hey, whenever God allowed me to do it. Yes, it's dangerous. It's dangerous everywhere. It's dangerous in your fucking bathroom. You take a shower. I mean, you wash your hair with some conditioner. You take a shower, and if you don't clean the tub out properly, you're gonna slip in that bitch, right? And if you don't catch yourself, you're gonna fucking fall and bust your motherfucking head. Which the kitchen is. I mean, the bathroom is the most dangerous place in the household versus the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? Because you hitting the cabinets, that's wood. Shit, you hitting the fucking your head hit that damn tub. What? That's a whole nother. That's a different level. You feel me? So, are you safe in your bathroom? I'm just being real here. Like, think. Let's think. You know. But anyway, it is dangerous, King. It is. I just don't want you to be all like paranoid, like, oh my God. Well, you'll never want to visit if you haven't been here before. That's basically, I'm kind of rough when I talk to people, but I come from a good place. Just know that. Feel me? But so moving along. So I turned around and I forgot what I was saying, but they just was like controlling too, just trying to they were practicing what they was preaching. None of that shit. And I just got sick of that shit. Like, man, get the fuck out of here. And then on top of that, it was days I couldn't come outside. So all of a sudden, they hanging with these other different groups of girls. Like we started bringing other girls. Well, they was because I wasn't. Because the girls that I was dealing with, they were like uppity. Like not wild like us or nothing like that. And they didn't like being around them because we was wild as shit. You feel me? We was wild, but we wasn't like wow, but we was wild. We was free spirited, and I was rebellious. So I always did what I wanted to do when I wanted to do it. So I wasn't really like a follower like that. Even when I would walk with them in a group, and it'd be like 12 of us. You know what I mean? We all just walking around the neighborhood, we just chilling or whatever we doing. And I'd be walking in front of them, and they'd be like, "What you think you better than us?" Like, no, don't nobody think that nobody's better. Y'all bitches just walking slow. I'm trying to get where the fuck we need to go, and that's it. To this day, I walk fast. You know what I'm saying? But they would start talking about me to these bitches, and even let the girl fuck with the boy I was fucking. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, what kind of shit is this? Some shady ass shit. Like I wouldn't have let that go down like that. I would have said something to somebody, even that nigga. Pull him to the side, like, yo, what the fuck is you doing? You know what I mean? And if I see he keep doing it, then that's when I say something to her. I do, or I'll just go straight to that person. It depends. But I've done it both ways plenty of times, you know? So I'm like, going through that. Then I'm going through shit with my mom. I'm trying to run away over niggas' houses just to get away from her. Because I kept trying to run away. I became a runaway because it was either run away or kill her. You feel me? And who want to kill their fucking mom? Like, come on, I ain't got no fucking mental problems to fuck like that. You feel me? And I ain't trying to go to hell for trying to kill somebody who ain't trying to kill me. Well, when she would whoop her ass, you would think she was trying to kill us. Well, you knew she wasn't trying to kill you, but then when we got older, she started fucking us up with some big shit. But and then it got to the point where she stopped because she was getting it from me. I had to tussle her ass one time, so she knew what it was about. And then plus she seen how I was fighting in these streets, so she definitely, would come to me with weapons and shit. You know, like my mom wouldn't approach me without anything in her hand. It wouldn't. When I was a teenager, uh, she was, smack me with both hands. It wasn't no smack with one hand. A smack was put your face here, bitch, and boom from both angles. You feel me? That was a fucking smack. And I looked at her, and she seen that look in my face one day, and she actually hit me more and put me on punishment because she seen the look in my face that when she hit me like that for the first time outside in public, I looked at her like, bitch, one day you going to do that shit, and I'm gonna fuck you up. And I did one day. And I had to catch myself. And I said, you know what? I got to get the fuck out of here because I'm a killer. So, I said, let me get out of here, even though that's my motherfucking house. Because if you want to get technical, bitch, you use my motherfucking SSI check to get that motherfucking house for that motherfucking down payment. And you use my great grandmother's fucking credit. You used her credit co-signing for that shit. And that's how you got that house. And then our checks plus my social security checks paid for the motherfucking mortgage, and then tricked me and had me sign the fucking house back over to her. But I hope that shit drop on her fucking ass. I don't give a fuck. Do I get SSI anymore? No, I do not. I called them motherfuckers and told them I want to learn how to live on my motherfucking own because ain't nothing wrong to fuck with me. Fuck that shit. And it is, but you can't claim that shit. I'm healing. I'm learning how to read, comprehend all kinds of shit. I don't need it. I don't need it. If I feel like I need it, I got. If I ever need money and get poor, I can go and reapply. You feel me? But in the end of the day, my eye, hey, I just got to deal with the eye. Because I have like a lazy eye, but it's not like obvious. You got to really be staring at me. But it's like I need glasses, but I don't be getting them bitches. Like I'm in denial. So yeah, like little disability shit, like okay, yeah, that's fine. But I'm still gonna be out here and I'm gonna fucking try. I'm not gonna just try to just accept it. Like, cause when you on the shit, they fucking you gotta make a certain amount, and if not, they won't give it to you. This and all that. Bitch, I ain't got time for that shit. Who the fuck I look like to you? I'm good. No, no, thank you. So yeah, but I get the medical. Thank y'all. But you know, so I just had to roll out. But let's go back. I be keeping it real, yo. I be keeping it real too much. It is what it is. I don't give a fuck. I really don't. I really don't. Because if you put my shoes on, as soon as you put your foot in that bitch, you gonna drop dead. So I wouldn't give a fuck how you feels. Look at your shit and look at you. Right. So, so it got to the point where I'm going through shit at home. I'm trying to run way. I'm trying not to kill my mom. I gotta fight my brothers. It got to the point where these motherfuckers start rolling on me. So I really had to get up on the box game. So I'm smacking these niggas up, throwing them around the house and shit. Like it was crazy. I'm surprised these niggas ain't pick up shit and bust me in my head with it. That's how bad I was whipping their asses in their house. You know, and plus my mom look at it like shit. I won't go to jail. She can whoop their ass. So you know what I mean? Like that kept DHS off her ass too, because I was fucking them up. You feel me? It was crazy. It was crazy. It was crazy. Oh God, I'm getting stressed just talking about the shit. But you know, it's the past. You know, I heal from it. But I do think about the past from time to time. But a lot of times I cry like, thank you God, like thank you, like damn, like I be seeing people and they can't even endure half the shit they go through without losing their mind and want to kill themselves or kill somebody or just give up because it's so easy to give up in life. But anyway, these bitches just kept trying to dictate my life and shit like that. And it just wasn't they was loud. They was the type that always wanted to fucking fight over niggas. I mean, I almost got shot in my motherfucking face, yo. Cause this bitch wanted to fight over a fucking nigga. Come to find out. If you want to fight, then all right, that's good. You know what I mean? Let's do it. You know what I mean? You got your squad, your bitches got your squad. We didn't have free falls. You got your squad, I got mine. You know what I'm saying? It's whatever. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? But when you got me out here fighting for some fucking dick bitch, that's when it became a problem. That's when I said, you know what, I can't go out with these bitches. Everywhere we went, they was fighting and shit. That shit's stressful. I'm about trying to. I was at the time I was trying to be a model, which I did 2 commercials, one for the jukebox and one for House of Beauty. I think it was, yeah, House of Beauty, and they didn't get my consent for that shit. You feel me? But whatever. But yeah, and I was on some shit with Wendy Williams when she was at I forget the name of the club, but it was All Star Weekend, and I was in that bitch jamming, boy, and they had me and some boy. I made that nigga look good dancing. You know what I mean? Because I love to dance. I love the fucking dance. Period. I don't give a fuck what kind of dancing it is. I love it. All right. So, but I do my own thing. I don't know the names of none of the dances all my life. Just the Cabbage Patch. I remember that, and that's it. I don't remember like the names of the dances, but I know if you do it or show me, I'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, I can do it, like that. And then I add my little thing to it. But it just got so stressful. I'm trying to, I wouldn't say fake it till you make it, but I was just the type where, I wanted to be rich. I wanted to be wealthy. I want to be wealthy, healthy, you know what I'm saying, happy, at peace and shit like that. So my aura was a little bit different than them because they was ratchet as fuck. She already got her government job working for the feds and wasn't even thinking about that. She just was out here fucking fighting bitches over niggas, all kinds of shit. I'm like, what the fuck? So the girl had the gun, I had my knife. So her squad had to talk her out of putting her gun down. They had to talk me out of putting my knife down because I was like, I was a good 15 to 16 years old, you know. And this was a grown ass woman. You feel me? Putting a fucking 25 in my fucking face. And how I knew because my mom had the same motherfucking gun. That's how I knew what it was. It was a 25 or a 22. It looked like a 25. Because the 22 is the way anyway. So the way the top looks, it's a little bit different. But anyway, it just got stressful. You know what I mean? It was like every little thing I did, they was criticizing me. It was like I'm trying to blossom and be who I am, and you know, they would try to talk about, the things I was doing or saying and shit like that, or they'll take what I just said and now everybody laughing at what they said. But bitch, I just said that. So why y'all laughing at what she said? And then it was like she was trying to get me to follow her. No, bitch, I'm a leader. I was forced to be a leader by having to watch my brothers and sister slash cousin. I was forced and dragged to come out of my my childhood to step into an adulthood. And the same for her, but not as much as me, because they had, family like closer than mine. My family had, you know, and then my great grandma died. The family just fell apart, and that was it. That was it. She was the glue. After that, after Cinderella, rest in peace, Cinderella. The whole family fell apart. Fuck a Medea. Shit, that my great grandma mom and a whole lot of y'all great grandmoms was a great grandma before that damn Medea. But you know, Medea claimed it, so fuck it. Ain't nobody else claiming, right? But you know, uh, yeah, shout out to Tyler Perry on that. But my mom loved him. But yeah, so one day I was in the gallery, and all I felt, y'all, was pins. It felt like somebody was sticking pins in my head. And I said, oh my God. So God said instantly, stop being around Sharonda. You know. So I said, okay. So I did that. And let me tell you something, y'all. I felt so much better. I no longer felt like I felt fucked up. I was good after that. So that's when I just fended away from it. I just, because in the end of the day, we would go out. I would be the one treating because she claims she ain't got no money. Bitch, what are you doing with your money? Oh, let me guess. You're going to paying them witches. That's what God just told me. And confirmation of that shit the other day. God Ben showed me that a couple years ago. Because I'm like, how does she work for the feds if she ain't never got no money? She out here fucking these niggas and these niggas ain't. I even had to put one day I put $50 or $100 in her refrigerator. She ain't had no fucking food and she was fucking two niggas. And mind you, had an STD, I think, by both of them. I don't know, but I know she had an STD twice, but I can't talk about nobody else shit because I did too. You feel me? Yes, I've had some STDs. Hey, it is what it is. You feel me? But yes, I have. And I have it caused dormant in the fallopian tube, so that stops me from having children. And I know what to use to clear it out, but I don't want to because I want to make sure that I don't get no menstruation no more, and then I know for sure I'll be safe and I won't be able to get pregnant, and then I can go ahead and take. That's the plan. I know it's irresponsible and unhealthy to do, but fuck it. I've been with men and they've been trying. They've been trying to get me pregnant. So. All I gotta do is flush out my fallopian tube. Anyway, so um, that's when I started really like hanging with my first cousins. Like we grew up together anyway, and we had to live with each other a couple of times. When my mother went through some things, and they only lived with us once, but I remember living with them twice. No, three times. It was some kind of apartment we were at, and then I think it was like a 1 or 2 bedroom, and then we end up, but we would stay the night over there. But I don't know, we lived there. And I remember another location where we stayed on the first floor because it was a duplex. It was a house, but it was a duplex. So I remember that, and then I remember the house I'm in now when my aunt was renting them the house. Um, we had to move here when we had the fire, and then we had, until our house got fixed back up. So, you know, I started hanging with them, and oh Lord, that was that shit. It was either way, it was all fucked up, both sides. But in the end of the day, my family did not make me feel like I wanted to have a nervous breakdown versus this chick. You know what I mean? I mean, they her mom trying to run my mom life, and then telling my mom how to control us, and then her daughter trying to control me. That was just too much coming from these negative ass people. And let me tell you something, their family is negative as fuck. It's always some fucking drama, and it's only a few of them that's like really doing something really good with they fucking life. The rest of them are either on drugs, alcoholic, or just out here. You know what I'm saying? It just, I'm like, oh God, please. Or, they got a okay job, but how they act, you would think they drug addicts or something out here. I mean, they just trouble. Just always wanting to fight all the time. Like, bitch, wait a minute, hold up. I gotta treat everybody. I'm treating everybody, and I didn't mind because I want to have a good time. So I don't mind paying in order for us to have a good fucking time. But I'm not gonna sit here and be fucking buying food, buying drinks, paying for the cab if none of us had a car at the time, or you know what I'm saying, and probably an outfit or whatever. And you fucking never fucking like, and then you want to start trouble. Then so I gotta spend my money to have fight to get in a fight to be. That's not the kind of entertainment I want. Like, I ain't got time for that shit. Like, no, I want to make money and spend my money decently. Like, ain't nobody got time for that shit. So I said, oh, hell no. Fuck that bitch. And at the end of the day, bitch, I'm paying for it. You in the bar looking for niggas to buy you fucking drinks. Bitch, I come with my own money. I come with my own money. And back then, I would hold one drink all fucking night because I wasn't a drinker like that. But I only had to drink because everybody else was drinking. You know what I mean? But I was always outside smoking my motherfucking weed like a fucking chimney. You feel me? But that goddamn iced tea, I had that shit all goddamn night long. Water down and all, I ain't give a damn. You know, I didn't really like drinking like that. So, that just became a problem. That's that. I felt like that shit was tacky. It's tacky. I mean, I'm not saying that. I'm not ghetto. I'm rough around the edges, but it's just certain places you should know how to act. And secondly, why is you fucking niggas in the club, bitch? Then you ain't gonna be. You love it here. Why would you fuck a nigga that hanging here? Then you ain't gonna be able. You gonna be feeling uncomfortable hanging here. Cause now you want to sit there and fight bitches. Cause now you jealous. Cause he ain't treat you like that. And he gonna make sure he treats you better. Cause you still up in here, bitch. And he want to show you what you missing. Even though he know he ain't gonna do nothing but treat you like shit. But just to make you feel like that. So now you mad. Now you're in your emotions. And now you fighting. And we ain't gonna stand here and watch. We're gonna try to break it up, or and then to their friends, it look like we trying to jump her. So it's like now it's a free fall. Like I ain't got time for none of that shit. It was just stressful. And then I had my family doing me dirty. That was crazy. You know, started getting jealous and shit like that. Yeah, oh yeah, I'm good now. Hell yeah. Like a lot of this shit that I'm talking about is shit that happened years ago. Shit that I'm over. You know what I mean? And when I say over, yeah, I still think about it, but it don't affect me where I'm acting out, because I feel this and I feel that. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, I thought about that and like, damn. And I feel like if it came back up, it's something that I missed and I just try to learn from what I just seen, as far as the flashback, because it might be something that I missed. And a lot of times I catch some new shit and I'm like, oh, okay, damn. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times you ask God, oh, well, why this or why that? And when I ask God, I say, God, can you please tell me without sending me to jail? I gotta be clear about that because God ended up showing me every time when I started since 2006. It's like ever since I started, saying, "Oh, God, show me." God showed me all right, but I end up getting the information to fuck why I'm in jail. So I gotta always say, well, long as I'm not in jail or captured and shit, I gotta always add that shit in there. Like it's crazy. Like how God is like, you gotta, it's like, yo, words is crazy, yo. Words is vicious, yo. Words are spells. And we be casting them bitches on us every day, all motherfucking day. But at the end of the day, I'm sitting here looking like, bitch, you out here fucking these niggas. You ain't getting no fucking money. And I was, even as a young buck, sneaking around with boyfriends and shit like that. I always was blessed with niggas that always gave me gifts. You know what I'm saying? Gave me shit. They always fucked with niggas that didn't give them nothing really. You know what I'm saying? Like, bitch, like what? That's why when they would try to accuse me of fucking with they dudes or whatever, or liking a guy, like, are you out your fucking mind? Bitch, this nigga ain't giving you shit. This nigga giving, I got a Rolex, bitch. What you got? Dead ass. I got it, whether he robbed somebody for it or what, I got it on my arm. What do you have? Bitch, I got a car. This nigga just put me in a car. What them niggas putting you in? It was crazy. I'm like, nah, like I don't need that mindset rubbing the fuck off on me. Like, and I know that shit rub off on people. And then, people like, oh, well, birds together, flock together. And that's when I realized, and God told me no, but they all don't fly the same. And one thing about me, I love being around gutted ass people. I mean, and people that live in the hood, in the heart of the hood. I was just down Badlands last night. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do a video about how I read this Spanish girl, and she was, yo, that shit was crazy how I read that bitch. Yo, that shit was awesome. I said, damn, right there, because God showed me right there at that moment that my wait a minute, let me look this girl name up. Hold up. That wait a minute, sorry. Because I'm always getting the names mixed up, and I want to get this girl. I was watching her video when I got that download. No, she was saying something about it's gonna be increased. What's her name? Oh, Prophetic Vessel. Go check her out over there, y'all. But yeah, she fucks me up the way she shuffled them damn cars. Like, girl, shuffle them damn. My ancestors be cracking up at her ass. She tickles them. I swear she does, because she's so fragile and so respectful with the car. With the cars. It's just so funny, you know. But they also said, you know, that's why a lot of her cars don't drop, because she's so fragile with them. You know, if she just go in and just shuffle them, uh, they said she'll get um another level of downloads. As far as, I don't know, that's what they told me to say. So if you ever watching this video, prophetic vessel, or anybody you know or whatever, send a message over there to her. You know, but yeah, if she starts shuffling them, like, tried a couple of times, you know what I mean? Ooh, I just burped. Deliverance up. Yup. That's a message for her, because it came out. I wasn't holding it in no more. And I finally said it, because they've been told me to say it, but I didn't want to be rude and put that in her comment. So look how God let that work out. You feel me? While I was giving her credit. Go check her out, y'all. But yeah, so when she said that, I was like, wow, like, damn. So that was a download for me right there, you know. So I definitely was loving that part. But yeah, you guys. So I no longer felt like somebody was taking a safety pin and poking me in my head. No longer. But the funny part was, I couldn't understand why that feeling was anymore. I guess I tweaked something in my body, or instantly knew that I don't need to be feeling that kind of way anymore, because I've been through some bad ass shit ever since then. And that haven't, happened. So that was kind of odd. And then, just now, God just told me her mom had a doll, because her mom did a spell on me not to have children. And not only that, so did my mother. So I had a couple people do spells on me not to have children. People, mothers, niggas, moms that I was fucking with. So, a lot of people have cast spells on my womb. And that's all right, because in the end of the day, I really don't want any children. I mean, as far as having them out of my TT. Like I said in the previous video, I only want to know how they're gonna turn out, how they're gonna look. I ain't got time to be trying to teach them how to not pee in the bed, and all that fucking throwing up on me and shit. Then I gotta clean shit out their ass and all that shit. Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm just not. That's just not me. Everything ain't for everybody, But I love children. But I could say, meaning give you your shit back. You feel me? Yeah, that part. So that's how that is with me. But I love some children, you know. So yeah. So if you know what that was, you guys comment below. But it felt like pins. But God was just letting me know that just now that her mom did a voodoo doll. She was doing voodoo on me, doing magic. Even when I moved with her in 2000 and what was that, 19, when I got out of jail, and then I left my husband. So I had to move with somebody, because my old sugar daddy at the time, I was so wild, he didn't feel comfortable getting me an apartment. And then I fuck around and be back in jail because I was on parole. So, and then I ain't gonna lie, because like 10 months after that, I ended up getting locked back up. I stayed in there for like a month, and then I got out on house arrest. So I was on probation and parole when I got out. And I said, you know what? Hell to the no. So I said, you know what? Let me sit my Lord. I think that's when I started trying to sit the fuck down, because I said, damn, ever since I've been introduced to God, like on a real type of level, like I'm talking about going through some spiritual transformations, like God coming to taking my tongue and stretching my tongue, like literally, swear to God on my soul. I swear to God, okay? And I just, God just touched my flesh all the time, even to this day. Matter of fact, the last time was yesterday or earlier, like a couple hours ago. I was watching something, and oh my God, my flesh was just like, oh shit. God be stinging the fuck out my ass. And maybe that wasn't her. Maybe it wasn't almost a stroke of seizure. I just thought about it. It could have been God touching the top of my head then. I don't know, y'all. You know, but that was kind of weird. But that was just a sign to get away from them. And I'm glad I did, because I've grown. And honestly, now she has mental problems. Like, she's going a little cuckoo. You feel me? And that's from them spells her mom did. About her mom doing spells on me and my brothers and shit like that. You feel me? Her mom ended up losing a granddaughter and her own daughter because her daughter losing her mind. You know, like they family was doing some shady ass shit to me. The daughter, her fucking son ended up having cancer. And God told me why, because of what she did to me. She kicked me out. She accused me of stealing $200. Bitch, I got more than $200. I got out of jail. And you know, if you don't get to the accountant area in time, then you got to come back the next day. You know what I'm saying? And get your money. So they will only give me $50. But I think they was nice and gave me 60 that day. I don't know. But you only get 50. So I had to come back for the rest of my money. And I already had money on me because when my cousin picked me up, she had already gave me $100. And then I was doing the scratch off, so I was winning that. So I was cool. And I was still getting my checks at the time. So I had money coming for that. So I was good. I didn't have to break my neck to the jail to get, you know what I'm saying, my money. I had money. It's like when you in Philly, you can't let motherfuckers know you got money when you live with them. Cause they feel like you supposed to be spending their money on them. No, bitch, I supposed to pay you what you asked for, and then I supposed to be putting this shit up so I can get the fuck out your house. That's how the fuck that go, bitch. But if I got a little extra dollars or whatever, I would be nice because it's not a nice thing to do. But bitch, not every motherfucking time I go to the motherfucking store, especially when you go to the store and every fucking time you're not asking the fuck me. In that case, then you need to ask me for more rent. That's what you need to be doing. Yo, I tell you, boy, it was the fuck shit. Like when I love living with people, but when I get sick of it, I just go get my own shit. And it got to the point where, I don't even want nobody to live with my ass. I'm cool with just my cousin. But like I said in the previous video, I wanted to help the little young girl, and I thought that would be an awesome combination. My cousin 74, I'm 48, be 49 next month. Hey, ooh, on 312. That's gonna be good luck. This year gonna be a good year. I mean next year. 49 gonna be a good year for me, 49, 50. And the young girls, 16, 17, you feel me? Like I thought that would be an amazing combination. I wouldn't be surprised if they came out with a TV show a couple years. Yeah. And they fucking with the algorithm because how is it saying zero when I'm in here? I'm in here. So how is it no but they be shadow banning the shit out of me, y'all. They be shadow banning me. And I believe it's somebody that's cool with a YouTuber that I used to know. I don't give a fuck though. How about that? Because in the end of the day, what's gonna be, can't nobody take it away from me. And you know, growing up, I never used to believe it. But when God showed me it, oh, that was it. That's all. And I told God that, look, you want me to believe this or believe that? You got to show me. Because other than that, I don't give a fuck. I ain't trying to hear it. I'm going to do me. So God already know I'm the type of person you got to smear that shit in my face. I'll let me see, bitch. I'm not the type of person, and I wasn't raised to believe every fucking thing somebody tell you. My mother said, believe half of what you see and half of what you hear. That means half of what you smell too. Because in the end of the day, that shit smell good, but is it really good? No, it's not. I'm just saying. My mom was wise. She was illiterate at that time, but she can read now. She can comprehend now. But like on a level of as far as like Einstein shit, she ain't that like that. Not that I know of. Maybe when she step into her higher self. I don't know. But yeah. So I looked at that like that was a sign. I said, God want me to get away from this bitch. And it was so crazy. I even asked this bitch, could I fucking, and then I end up being cool with her again, like, and that same stress started coming back. I said, oh, she is a bad seed. She a bad seed. And that was when I moved with her mom, because I wanted to save up for my crib. So I moved with her mom, but I end up moving with some nigga. Then I end up having my cousin come get me from that nigga, end up moving with them. Then I end up moving with my cousin. Well, that's when I got locked up again, so I ended up moving with my cousin. Then my ex moved, he moved in with me and my cousin, and then I ended up getting a house. And that was that. But I was on house arrest, so them motherfuckers wasn't even trying to let me move too much, y'all. That was crazy. I mean, my first day on parole, when I stepped in the bitch office, the bitch was trying to lock me up. So, you know, that's when I was at my mom's house too, and I asked to stay. Yeah, I went to I made a pit stop. I asked her, I had to beg her, could I stay with her for 2 weeks until I find somewhere to go. You know what I mean? So I could do my parole and my probation. And she was when I ran out of the 2 weeks, she fucking was about to kick me out. The cops had to beg her to let me stay. But let it would have been one of the boys. No problem. But no, I gotta beg. And mind you, I'm minding my business. I'm in the room. I'm not in her way. I ain't making no loud noises. You know what I'm saying? I'm just chilling. I'm quiet like a fucking mouse. It was just my presence was irking that woman. And I thought about it. It ain't got nothing to do with my dad. She jealous. My light. Instead of being proud, like, damn, that's my daughter. And secretly she is. Because one day I asked to hold her phone for something because my phone was on a charger or something. Or I went to put something in her phone or show her something on her phone. And I seen my picture on her screensaver. And I tried to get a copy of that shit because I was looking cute. That was when the Leah was out. And I had the little ponytails and all the little ponytails in my hair and shit with the little bang and shit. I had my little Timberlands on with my bikers and my big jeans and my fucking polo biker set. And then had the pants and let the pants sag a little bit and shit. Oh, yes, I did. And then little niggas started wearing their shit sag, and I done started some shit. Damn, I didn't even think about that. But it was fly the way I had it on. It was so fly. My mom used that shit for a screensaver. I was happy, like, oh, look at her. So secretly, I guess she loved me. I don't know, But in the end of the day, the cops had to beg her ass. I'm like, this bitch, the fuck, and I refused to go back to my husband. I'd rather, I'd rather had a slept in a shelter than to had a went back to that nigga. I ain't never been back and won't be. Fuck that. And I've been married 15 years. Separated 14. Oh man, that is crazy. Yup. Had that nigga in separate rooms and everything before I went to jail. Cause I'm not a flight risk, so they let me turn myself in. So they gave me like 2 months to get my life, in order, like put my stuff in storage, get I even got a leave of absence for work. So when I got out, I waited for like a week or two, and then I went back. I called him, and he told me let him know what day I wanted to come in, and I had my job when I came back. You feel me? And still I had money in my bank account when I got out. Like I was good. I always look. I'm a Leo, so we always gonna make sure we got covered out. You feel me? I always see too many broke Leos, and if they broke, that's because we done gave to some fucking body. But we gotta get our hands on some money. Okay, we definitely do. So, or we know how to be around the people that have it, because our personality brings people together. You feel me? But anyway, so yeah, um, it could have been that, but I don't know. But it just, it just was crazy. So I just, now that I'm older, I just don't like her style. You know what I mean? And to this day, she swear I'm running around with her husband. Bitch, don't nobody want your fucking husband? Are you out of your motherfucking mind? First of all, I'm not fucking with nobody's husband. Number one, okay? I don't play that shit, and I do believe that it is a spiritual punishment for that. I truly believe it. Now, maybe the marriage thing, I'm not too. I feel like if you're with that person there and then that's what counts to the universe. If you're not no longer with that person and you didn't do anything wrong to that person and it wasn't your fault, then I believe the universe is in your favor. You know, so if that make any sense, because I'm learning to try to take in consideration what I'm saying because how people can act. But in the end of the day, I'm being me. I can't let nobody take that away from me. Don't fucking watch my show. You know, um, you're suicidal, you might not want to watch me being dead ass because I ain't got time to be empathizing for certain type of energies. And if the spirit won't let me be nice, then the spirit won't let me be nice. If God let me be nice, then I promise you, I will be nice. But if the spirit don't let me, I'm not gonna do about it. And the energy, because I felt that energy yesterday, and I was like, wait a minute, hold up. I had to catch myself. I said, oh my God. I said, no, I gotta remember, don't embrace the anger. No. So I had to lock that shit out. That's why I was hanging in Badlands yesterday. I was hanging with my little buddies and shit. And I I was cool. That's all I need is my little Puerto Rican, buddies. Because that is loyalty. And I love the loyalty with them, how they look out for each other. You feel me? Remember what I said yesterday? A little young girl wanted me to fucking pay her 120 for the what? First of all, I have a cousin that will do my hair for free. I don't have to pay anybody to do my hair. Number two, I know how to do hair enough where I can make my shit look good. Actually, that screen, you see the template on that? I did that hairdo. Okay. So, and I mean, like, what? I was just trying to put money in the fucking girl pocket. You feel me? I don't need to put money in her pocket. And I said, you know what? God said, ask your cousin to do your hair. I'd rather pay her. She never charged me for doing my hair. I don't really have her doing my hair like that, but she'll do it for me. Real rat with no problem. Shout outs to Maryland. Hey, Tussie. I know you might not want me to call her Tussie, but hola, mommy, hola. That's my diva cousin. She don't even wear makeup like that. That's why I said we basic in my family. We not like she got a big ass personality. But she basic too. I'm basic, but she's beautiful. But yeah, we got basic. We got ain't nobody shit all like that in my family. We fly basic, basic fly, basic fly. Ooh, that's a t-shirt. Basic fly. Look at that. Somebody gonna probably try to do that shit too. Basic fly. All right, yeah, but one day I'll work on some merch. Actually, I'll work on the merch when I get my stuff from Florida in storage because I have a t-shirt presser and it's 5-in-1. So I'm definitely gonna be doing the cups, the frisbees, the hats. You feel me? I'm not gonna fucking pay nobody or fucking go somewhere and get it done when I got a whole machine. I just gotta wait till I go get my shit. So yeah, and that I'm telling you, that's a ride, boy. So I'm thinking, should I ride, like fly there, then ride back, or should I just rent a storage thing and have my brother meet them there because he's in Florida, and then he can make sure my stuff is in there, and then they can drop it off in front of my door. I don't know how I want to do it yet, but I'm sitting here making moves here. I ain't even worried about that shit. As long as I pay the bill every month, it'll be all straight. I just paid it yesterday, but moving along. So yeah, I and all of that, you know, you have to catch it early when people are toxic. Motherfuckers be toxic. They not right, and yet you still try to give them chances. You can't do that no more. This is a new time, and shit has changed. Shit is serious, and shit is happening quickly nowadays. Things are done faster. Even the days are going faster. I'm hungry, so you just gotta get rid of toxic people. As a lot of times, God is not going to bless you because why would God want to bless you when God don't want to bless them right now? Because they don't deserve it. Because fuck what you see them doing. Think about what they're not doing around your ass. Right. So you don't really know what nobody doing and they fucked up around you and then they leave you and God knows what they're doing. Like get the fuck out of here. So God is not going to bless you because God knows you're going to break them off and bless them. So sometimes you can't even get blessed because you didn't clear a house. So maybe you don't have to leave a person alone for a long time. Just do it for maybe a month and see how your life had changed in that short period of time. And if it looked like it's headed towards something, try it a little longer. Like, oh, okay, I'm just not talking to him for 2 months. Fuck a month because things is working out. And test it out and try it like that. And when shit start working good, then you already know. Keep it moving. Don't look back. And when you keep it moving, when you then get in the midst of doing whatever you're doing now, then you'll be able to get some new knowledge, new downloads, and you'll be able to get some sort of extra strength where you can have a you can be around this person, but it'll be a certain type of boundary. And also with that, they won't be able to intervene in your energy as much as they did when you were always around. If that make any sense to your ass, rewind this bitch, okay? Because a 5-year-old can understand that. Well, no, yes, they nowadays, but you have to start. See, when us good people start clearing our circles, then that means that puts a beam up there, right? Right, it's a beam, a radar of protection. So while you have that radar of protection, it's going to force them to do what? Bounce off. And in order to survive, you have to go somewhere else, right? Right. Because everything has life, even energy. Energy needs a substance. Energy needs something, a body, a material. It needs something, you know? Damn, thank you, God. Ain't that some shit? Bam! That was a banger. That was a gem right there. All right, so um, you gotta you gotta let them go where they're gonna go, and guess what? They're gonna end up all together, a whole huddle of shady ass motherfuckers, because they will no longer be able to get in with us. You see me? And when you see me, I mean not see me. I'm sorry. You feel me? And that, like I said, that'll force them. This is what God is telling me. That will force them to huddle with one another. So now they're going to start bickering with one another or try to get together to hurt us. And that's when that spiritual war is really going to manifest. Because I already see it. I mean, I'm a driver. I'm always outside on these roads, and it's not too many people out like that, like they used to be. I'm like, damn, that hurts my heart. Like, damn, I remember back in the day, we used to all sit outside, bring the little TV with the batteries out and shit. You feel me? Sit on the porch, had a little radio, playing games and all kinds of shit. All night long, got the little blankets out laying on the steps and the porch and shit. It's like, damn, you can leave your shit outside. Can't do that now. So you got to start paying attention to your circle. You being around these people and bad shit always happening, and you always having anxieties and all that. Get away. Go. Go. So I know I'm gonna go too because I'm getting hunger pains. I ain't saying fuck y'all, but shit, I've been here 58 damn minutes. You feel me? Oh man, you know, I would miss me too. A lot of times I go back and I watch my videos. I love watching myself. And sometimes I be laughing like, oh shit, bitch, no, you didn't say that. But hey, I'm just being honest. You know, I'm not gonna do nothing that I wouldn't do behind closed doors. You know, well, from time to time, not a lot, I have dug in my nose, but not like that. But then I go clean my, finger out versus how other people do it. Like stuff like that. But for the most part, like my personality, I'm always the same. You know, I'm always the same. Even when I'm mad, I'll be mad for a minute, and I'll find a way to have some fun, and that's it. I find a way to laugh. I don't give a fuck if I gotta watch comedy. I'm gonna take myself out of that madness. That's why I said I went to Puerto Rican land. I knew that was going to make me feel better. So I went where I knew and I did what I knew would make me feel better versus coming home. Because, I ain't laying up with nobody. My cousin, she stays in her room. I barge in her room and get on her nerves from time to time. But, you know, for the most part, we just be chilling. I be in my room or downstairs or outside sometimes and she just stays in her room, you know. So I didn't want to be sitting in here soaking in that anger and irritation. So I went the fuck in the hood and got some excitement in my life. You know, I always get some excitement down there. They be laughing at me, boy. Like I be looking like my mouth be dropping. I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, I'm used to it, but I haven't been around it in a while, so they thinking I'm this good girl. No, no, no. But then some of them looking like, nah, we don't, how them Puerto Ricans are, 'cause they don't trust anybody. They like, nah, this bitch, but for the most part, they know I'm not into trouble or, gossiping. And, they know I don't do none of that shit, like none of that kind of shit. So, that's what makes them like me, and plus I be giving, I be sharing, they share, and I love it. I love it. So shout outs to the Spanish people. Ah, hola, hola, hola. So this shout out to Mayonnaise. But yeah, hey, shit, I be having fun. But anyway, I'm gonna feed my hunger. I think I'm anyway. You guys stay safe. Okay. Oh, with toast. Yeah, 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 yeah. Let me stop. I'm skinny fat. Anyway, what is life without love and laughter? You gotta hug yourself, right? Yeah. So, like I always say, stay safe, get smarter. Because if you're not using the full capacity of your fucking brain, you're fucking dumb, just like me. You feel me? But if you're working towards, reaching your higher self and, you know, chasing the most high and to love her, them, then you got the dragon, the lion, the he and the she. But anyway, that's the form that the most high showed me. I don't know what that means. Maybe somebody can let me know. I'm sure somebody will in one of their videos, because it's like one person of recorded or whatever, and then they'll show a whole group of people. So I know how y'all dealing with my channel. So that's okay. That's fine. That's fine. But I'm letting you know that I see that. It's like a class on my ass and shit. Oh, that's funny. Oh man, shit. Mm-mm-mm. I felt the huddling. I just recommend don't get on my bad side and don't fuck with me. Because in the end of the day, I really don't have to do magic. All I got to do is talk to God, and it's done for real, for real. But anyway, um, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Stay safe, all right? Deuces.